In today's video, I'm going to talk about a new feature that we just very recently launched, and that is FTP support for deploying your landing pages directly using our tool. That's correct, folks. It's FTP support. So you can pretty much upload your landing pages to any of the shared or dedicated hosting providers, and I'm going to show you now on how this whole thing works on Anstrex. For this demo, I have created a brand new shared hosting account on GoDaddy. GoDaddy.com, as you know, is a big hosting provider and a big domain registrar. And I'm going to show you how to integrate your GoDaddy account to Anstrex using FTP protocol. So let's dive in. The first thing to do is to sign in into your GoDaddy account. As you can see here, my login credentials have already been populated in the form, and I'm going to hit the sign in button. Once you sign in, you will see all the hosting accounts that you currently have. Since I only have one, I'm going to go ahead and click on the manage button on this account, which will show me all the details and the configurations for this account. So the first thing to do is to create an FTP account on your server, and in order to do that, you need to log in to your cPanel, and the cPanel login is right at the top right hand corner, and I'm going to click on that. That will open a new browser tab, and it will open the cPanel configuration screen in the new tab. So what you need to do is find the icon that says FTP accounts on your cPanel, and you can either do a search function to quickly find it, but in my case it's right at the top here, and what you need to do is just go ahead and click on that. Now this screen will allow you to create a new FTP account on your server, and I'm going to name this account as test. And what it does is it automatically adds the domain name that is associated with hosting account to your login. So in my case, it's test at blah blah blah.com, and then I have the option here to enter the password. You can use the built-in password generator if you wish to, but in my case, I'm just going to paste my password here. And the other option that you have here is to change the default directory for this particular account. I'm not going to change that. I'm going to keep it as it is, and I'm going to click on this blue button to create the FTP account. And as you can see here, my account has been created already. So the first thing I would want to do is to test this account and make sure it works. Now, this is not a required step. If you don't want to do this step, it's okay. It's up to you. But I just want to make sure that this account works. So what I'm going to do is use an FTP client. You can use there are a number of FTP clients that are available. I like FileZilla, which is a free client for Windows, and I am going to bring that window of FileZilla, which is already open on my computer. I'm going to resize it a little bit so you can see it here. Again, I have already populated the information, my server IP address here, the account username that I just created, and the password. It's all been populated here, and I'm going to go ahead and try to connect to that account. So as you can see, we are already logged into the account, and I already have a couple of subfolders that I created earlier for this account, and they are showing here, page 1 and page 2. These are just empty folders at the moment. So now that we have verified that our FTP credentials are valid and they work, I'm going to go ahead and now close this FileZilla window. And now next step is to verify that this account credentials will work on Anstrex. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and open Anstrex on another browser tab. And I'm going to log in now into my Anstrex account. So the place where you actually enter the FTP credentials is located right on the top right hand corner. You just have to click on your name, and it will show you a drop down menu, and what you want to select from here is manage server accounts. And here you have two options here. The first one is for Amazon or AWS account, which we are going to ignore at the moment. And here, this is the new button that is for creating an FTP account on Anstrex. So what we are going to do is going to give this account a nickname. I'm just going to call it my GoDaddy. And then I'm going to paste all the credentials, which includes my server IP address, my login name, and my password. So we will go ahead and check this connection, make sure it works. And if everything works, then you will see a message here that shows you that your FTP credentials are valid. Now here you will see a new field that opens up below the check button, where you can actually select your default folder that you may already have on your account. So in my case, as I showed you earlier, I had two blank folders called page 1 and page 2, so which are both available. So you can select either one. I'm going to select page 1. Do remember that this can be changed later on as well, so you don't need to worry about it, and it can be changed while you are actually uploading the file. So this is just a default location. If you don't specify anything, your files or your landing page files will end up in this folder. So I'm going to go ahead and save these credentials. All right, and I see a success message here, and as you can see, that here I have two accounts. One of them is my AWS account, which is the Amazon account, and the other one is my GoDaddy account with the FTP credentials. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. So after integrating your GoDaddy FTP account to Anstrex, now let me show you a quick demonstration of how to upload a landing page directly onto your GoDaddy account. So for that, I'm right now in the native spy tool, but you can use the same feature in a push spy tool as well. So let's first try to find a good landing page. What I'm going to do is just go into Tracker and click on all, just to show me all the performance marketing campaigns which mostly use Tracker. So I'm going to just quickly choose a landing page. I'll take a look at the screenshot. This looks like a decent page. So I'm going to go ahead and try to download this. Let me go ahead and then select. So this download has already started, and I'm going to go ahead and go to my downloader, where I can see that the page is being downloaded right now. So we are going to wait until the download finishes, which will probably take about a minute or less. All right, it took a little longer than I had expected. It took about a minute and a half to download this page. I'm not sure why, but in any case, the page, it looks like the page has been downloaded. So let's go ahead into the edit mode here, which will open the editor and show you the landing page. Here you can of course change the text, images, links, etc. Since I'm just going to show you the demo of the upload function, I'm not going to bother with changing anything on this page at the moment, and I'm going to go ahead and save this page and have the option to optimize the page before saving it, and I'm going to select all the optimizations and go ahead and select that. So now it's going to basically optimize the page and allow me to load these pages much faster. So let's wait until this process is complete, and then we'll go to the next step, which is uploading to the GoDaddy account using FTP. All right, so now the optimization step is complete and the page is ready for deployment. So you have several options here. The first one is, of course, you can download this page onto your computer if you wish to do that. And the second option is deploy, which is what we are going to use for this video. And I'm going to go ahead and click. So when I click this, I'm going to see the dialog box, which will allow me to select the server that I want to deploy it to. So this one is for the AWS server that I have already on my account, but we are not going to use that. We're going to use the GoDaddy account here. And as you can see, this is the GoDaddy account that we created. Now here in the subfolder, you have the option to change the path, but I'm going to just use the default path, which is page 1. If you recall it from the earlier discussion we had, I'm not going to specify anything here. So it's going to move the entire landing page and all the images, CSS, JavaScript, everything into page 1 subfolder. So let's go ahead and deploy it. So I'm going to do that, and it's started the deployment process using FTP. And now we're going to wait until this process finishes. All right, as you can see, it took less than 30 seconds to move all the files onto GoDaddy account, and now it's already on the server. So let's check it out and make sure that all the files are there. What I'm going to do is going to open FileZilla FTP client one more time, and I'm going to let me resize the window first here. Okay, so you can see the entire window. All right, so as you can recall, our default folder for uploading was page 1, all the files, and since we did not specify any particular subfolder at the time of upload, all the files should be now in the page 1 subfolder. So let's go ahead and click on that and check it out. So as you can see, all the image files are there, JavaScript files are there, the index.html is the main HTML file, and all you need to do now is basically go into your server and use your domain name and your path that you have associated with your GoDaddy account, and that will basically load this page correctly onto your browser. So that's it. This is how simple it is to upload your files now to any shared hosting or any dedicated hosting provider that supports FTP. Most of them do, and some of them, if they don't, there is always an option to get FTP client or FTP server installed very quickly. And if you have any issues with this, please feel free to contact us and let us know, and we'll be happy to help you out. So I'll see you again with some exciting new features that we are currently building. And until then, cheers.